Damn, that shit cut off. So on Instagram, it can be 20 minutes. That's the max. So anyways, I was saying how I just got the Airbnb. And I was expecting that, like, I didn't even think about how I cheated because it was like 6 to 8 months before that when we had very first started dating until I finally came out there and saw her or whatever. And honestly, bro, we were both just looking for an experience. Like, you know that feeling when you know shit ain't really that serious, but you try to make it that serious? That's what we were both kind of doing. And, I mean, shit, seeing how, like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro, when we had sex, bro, it was like, I expected it to be so much better, bro. Like, it wasn't like just flat out mid, but it was like underwhelming for sure. Like, it was easily underwhelming. It wasn't mid though, I ain't gonna lie. She was still pretty by my standards then. I'm not gonna say what I think about her now, because that's irrelevant, but I just felt so unfulfilled with her, bro. Like, it was New Year's when I went, and then we were over her friend's house, and she had like cuddled all into me like the most excited. Nobody has ever showed this level of excitement being around me for a certain event, which I don't give a shit about New Year's. I don't care about none of this shit, never did. But she had like cuddled into me, and she was just like, you know, what do you call it, nuzzling or whatever the fuck, and she was just hugging me and shit, bro. And I just felt this overwhelming emptiness, like this deep hollowness. And in my mind, these huge words just played out. This isn't it. Like, something's missing, basically. This just isn't it. This isn't what I was looking for. And it was at that moment, bro, I was just like, bro, this won't work. Like, this isn't even close to what I was seeking. And that was kind of the point where I knew that my life was just going to be either a complete disaster or so much bigger than anybody else's life I'd ever come into contact with. I'm not gonna lie, bro. There were a few things that were like messing with me about her too. Is that she had the same amount of bodies that I had, right? And that was fucking with me, because I had always basically I had only dated virgins up until that point. So her having bodies fucked with me, bro. I was like, why the fuck? I had 10 bodies at the time, and her having 10 bodies as well, I was like, bro, that is insane to me. That's crazy to me. So I went and got another one just so I could have more. Like, it just didn't seem right to me. There was a bunch of reasons, like, in my fucked up head at the time, that I felt justified in cheating. Honestly, I just shouldn't have gotten in a relationship with her in the first place. She was basically the perfect archetype of what I was looking for in my finite brain. Because obviously there's things that you want that you can't pick out that God would give to you. You know what I mean? There's stuff that I can't even imagine the beauty of who my wife would be. Like, not now, but like when I'm genuinely successful, I can't imagine. She wouldn't be some knocked up skank. She wouldn't be none of that. I don't even know, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know how I would deal with her not being a virgin if she isn't. I don't think I could deal with that, bro. I think I genuinely have to have a virgin, bro. It has to be one of them girls that just somehow ended up never having sex. I don't care if you kissed the dude. I don't care if, okay, you couldn't, I don't, just, as long as nothing went in at all, okay? It couldn't have went in your mouth, it couldn't went in, none of the nothing. You couldn't even grab somebody's meat. You couldn't even done that. That's the standard I hold. And she got to be like, here, I'm not gonna lie. She has to have like Megan Fox eye color with the fucking perfect silhouette of a woman. Like the perfect sleek. Because, you know, I'm a skinny dude. I'm a sleek, skinny dude. You know, she can't be like fucking even a little bit fat. I don't want her to be like pudgy, muscly. I don't want none of that. I want her to be nice and sleek. And she still gotta have the perfect boob to ass ratio, all of that. But anyways, she gotta be at least a certain height. I used to say this, I liked them short or whatever, but that's because I liked how much short women liked me. That's the reason I used to say that thing. Now I want, because bro, I'm not gonna lie, the best nut I've ever had, bro, was from this girl, bro. She was like 5'11", 6 foot, bro. Extremely athletic. And her shit, you could, bro, I'm not trying to describe it because that's kind of much. That's a little bit much. But that shit was just like, man, I'm not saying my bed got to be like 6 feet tall. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like at least 5'7", 5'8", maybe 5'9", something like that. And the other thing I like is that the respect yo girl gives you if you're tall and she's also tall for a woman, it's unmatched. Like a short bitch, she'll disrespect you all day because she don't know the power you hold over her. She's not, well, she knows about it. It's just she's not grateful. What's the word? She's not considerate of it. So she's ungrateful of, your DNA, and she's jealous, basically. She wants it and she wants to ruin it. That's basically what a short girl and a tall nigga, that's how that dynamic goes. Anyways, I paid for the Airbnb. I did all that shit for my ex, and saying someone's my ex is so weird because, like, I didn't date anybody past the age of 18. So it doesn't feel right for me to call somebody my ex, bro, because I was still I won't even say that's an adult. I was 18 and that was my last girlfriend. So technically, what I feel like is I never really had a relationship, like a true relationship. That's what I feel like. It was all for the experience and for having sex. That's what it was about then. But now that I'm actually serious, like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You gotta be a dumb ass nigga to hop in a serious relationship and not be prepared for it. Like, here, I know I gotta have my money right. I gotta have all my looks right. I gotta have my mental right. I know I gotta have all that shit right. Nigga, if you just... Basically, most people haven't matured past their childhood, bro. They haven't matured past their teenage years. And they're out here dating as if, like, bro, what? In the Bible, it says something about your childhood love or whatever. Like, stay with them and grow up with them and that type of shit. Nigga, I never had the chance to do that shit, bro. The first person I had ever had a childhood love or whatever the fuck was in kindergarten. And she moved the fucking same year. I never saw her again. Hey, if anybody knows someone named Shariah, pretty sure that was her name. Yes, Shariah. And then her last name was like, I think it was some stereotypical Mexican last name. But it was Shariah, then some just random ass stereotypical Mexican last name. I went to George Washington Carver Elementary School in Garland, Texas. If anybody could find her and show me what she looked like now, bro, I'll be forever grateful. Because there's so many times where I've tried to search up that name just off of the random hope that maybe I'd be able to recognize her. But nah, I never was able to. I just had this Indian couple walk by, bro, smiling at me, seeing me recording. They think I'm a damn influencer. I mean, I am. But they see I'm an influencer in this whole, bro. Crazy work, bro. Niggas don't look at me crazy no more. They just kind of look at me as if I'm a regular dude, as if I'm a semi-famous, they look at me, but they don't know me. That's nice to feel. Now that I'm getting in the groove of shit, I look confident. Cause look, here, hold on. Like, look, I'm a regular dude, I'm walking around. It doesn't look like I'm doing nothing crazy. I'm just I'm a good looking dude doing what I do. I mean, sure, maybe they didn't see the fucking homeless bags over there, but hey, it ain't my problem. They saw what they needed to see, and I got my recognition, nigga. But yeah, bro. Another thing, I always felt like, and here, okay, I gotta hurry up and finish with the story about my ex. I'm gonna stop calling her that, bro. With my last girlfriend, I'm gonna say that. Yeah. Basically, we had this FaceTime after we both parted ways and I went home and all that. He was like, this ain't gonna work, and then I admitted to her, I cheated, because I didn't really feel like I had cheated, but I said cheated because I didn't understand the weight of what I did. And she said, I know. Because, like, I guess she felt it, and I don't know. I guess she felt it and just kind of knew, which, yeah, I guess it would be pretty obvious to tell, which I didn't know that at the time. I was completely oblivious to that girl intuition shit where you can tell when yo nigga been putting his meat in some other bitch. Bro, I understand it now, because I'd be able to, bro, I would never, ever be able to deal with someone cheating on me, bro. That's something that I would genuinely just, I don't, honestly, I would never see it happening personally, because one, I don't choose people like that. I can tell when someone even has the slightest bit of cheating on me. I just wouldn't choose them like that. And two, bro, to cheat on me after I've been like super real, and like, not only am I one of the most thoughtful, insightful, helpful people ever, especially if we're in a loving relationship, I'm probably heaven on earth to anybody that's ever been in a relationship with me. Like, I'm the coolest nigga ever. It's amazing. I'm the best person ever to be in a relationship with. And I know that sounds counterintuitive after I just told y'all I cheated, but my mind was just twisted though. I'm not trying to give myself an excuse because I was unsaved, but it was twisted enough to where I thought that if I cheated, then it would allow me to focus on my girlfriend to be wife for the rest of my life. That was my thought process, but I was naive and immature. So now I'm a cheater for the rest of my life. I cheated once, so now I'm just a cheater. That's just how it is. But nah, bro, it's just impossible. I don't see anybody ever cheating on me, bro. It's just impossible. I would never allow somebody to do that, first of all. And secondly, I'm so vigilant and valuable that I would see subtle changes in somebody before it even happened. Bro, there are things, I guess this is why women love to be in relationships with me so much, is because I could recognize details so minute and count them out, and we would always be constantly in that space where we're conversing over these minute details. So me and her, everything we speak about is like our own language between each other, and nobody else can understand this shit. Everything we speak about is stemming off of everything we've already spoken about. It's like, it's so intertwined and in-depth. Just like Christ in the church, just like God in the church, it's just like that. It's crazy because it's always been like that. Nah, I don't even know why here. I used to say I would literally just like off a girl if she cheated on me, but that's impossible, bro. No girl's ever cheating on me, bro. And if you think you're gonna try to get with me so you can cheat on me and make that come true, nigga, you wouldn't be able to get close. I promise you. Go ahead, try it. I'm not even fucking with you, nigga. Try it. It's not gonna work. God gonna either shield me or I'm gonna spit in your face because you're the fucking devil. I don't mean like itch in the way that, damn, my nuts itch. You actually itch, but in the way that your pants are like pulling on your nuts in a way that it makes you gotta readjust them, and it itches a little bit, but it kind of hurt in a prickly-ish kind of way. I'm not dirty, nigga, is what I'm saying. I'm homeless, yeah, but I ain't a dirty nigga. Like, obviously I ain't a dirty nigga. You just saw my silhouette. Come on now. I just don't understand here. The reason I keep doing that is because I feel like people are so dumb that they need me to continuously point out the fact that I'm not able to be put in this stereotype of being homeless. That's just not, like, come on, bro. If you put me in that stereotype, you're stupid. You're stupid. You have no critical thinking skills, and everything you think about is surface level. Damn, I said I was gonna stop recording like 15 minutes ago, bro. But nah, yeah, it definitely, I can't be around normal society where everybody's fat and unhealthy and dying of eating themselves to death, bro. It's just not me. Either I'm genuinely gonna get so fed up that I end up doing some crazy shit, which honestly God has thwarted every attempt that I've given to give myself the courage to do that, to like hype myself up to do anything like that, to where it's like every time he stops me, it puts something into me where I'm less likely to do it. That's kind of how God works, in the way that when you sin, when he stops you, or when you stop because of him, it puts something in you to where you would be less inclined to do it. He like gives you more of his insight, basically. He gives you more of himself. So like, you know, when you do something bad and then your dad's like, listen, son, and he gives you the craziest talk of your life, and you're like, damn, I can't even see it any other way now. You just changed my whole perspective in life. Nigga, I understand what you mean now. That's kind of what happens, but it's like a instant, like, just knowing. So that's why I'm on a one-way ticket to being famous and rich. Or rich and famous. Honestly, bro, I need money. I need money on this earth, or I won't be satisfied. I won't be satisfied with this life, and I'll beg God to have someone kill me every single day. Or I'll put myself in positions where someone would kill me. That's what I would do. Genuinely. I would probably fake like I got a gun to the cops and just get shot. Most likely. Something like that. I hope the wind ain't fucking my shit up. Okay, good. I just checked it. It's not. Nah, this is a beautiful ass area, bro. Nice ass area to sleep at. Very nice. I'm gonna have like 50 minutes worth of just pure yap. Probably gonna post this to my YouTube. Maybe someone would actually listen to this as a like long form content. Maybe someone would listen to this whole thing and find this interesting. That'd be nice if someone would be able to listen to this whole thing. And what I do sometimes when I've come across content like this is I'll literally comment on every point throughout the video that I have something to say about. So like somewhere at 5 minutes, I would keep in my mind until something at like 35 minutes catches my ear. And then I'd go back, I'd write a comment about 5 minutes, and then I'd send that comment, I'd put that on there, and then I'd come back to 35 minutes, and then I'd write the comment. I commit, basically, once it's become prevalent enough that I relate to this person, or like I'm intrigued. See, I'm more interested in the human side rather than the numbers and analytics and all that shit, bro. I just can't get into that, bro. It's like, it's sickening. It's toxic to me. Sure, if it worked a different way and if the world was just different, then maybe, yeah, but analytics and people are two completely different things, and my biology and physiology, all of that, it just doesn't align with being some cold, calculating person when it comes to actually speaking truth and to people that I would seemingly respect, since if I didn't, I wouldn't be talking to you like an equal. Because I expect that anybody that watches this all the way through, or, even hears any of this, they'd be smart enough or worthy enough of respect that they'd be able to comprehend and, maybe even apply or work this stuff out in their own mind as just either entertainment or whatever it may be. I've gotten so comfortable just standing up and walking around and talking because the mosquitoes aren't biting, and maybe it's like all these subconscious thoughts were just sitting there. I've thought about all this stuff over such a long time, and it was all just kind of amalgamating in my brain, or what's the word? Congregating, whatever you want to call it. I've learned so many words that I can't even come up with the words I would actually, I just learn them once and then never use them again until I finally need to remember it. But then I don't remember it because I ain't used it since once. And bro, I'm not gonna lie, this shit is so weird. Like, why would you put this here? Why is this a thing? A dragon with red around it. I didn't even notice the red before. But why is it red? There's not red anywhere else except this little swirly inside the sun. You know what? I'm gonna try to dissect this shit. So you know how the Freemasons or whatever, they're like sun worshippers, and their little symbol is supposed to be, the eye with the beam shining out of it. That's supposed to be the sun that they worship, but also the meat hole that disperses semen, and they just worship sex and paganism. The only thing I can think of is the red surrounding this dragon. This is meant to be a pool of blood or something, and you just got this satanic dragon sitting here reading a 6-page book. Yes, I know it was just 3 pieces of metal that equaled 6, whatever. But that gap in, I don't know, whatever. You know. And then this shit right here, honestly, I don't really know about this, but I don't know. Maybe someone else can make a damn connection. Damn, they got the crops over there. That's always been so cool to me, bro. I can't wait till I get to heaven and I can eat all the beautiful food I want. I can actually be face to face with Jesus instead of having to pray from earth. Can't wait.